Welcome to Auto Club for the Auto Club 400. On the pole for today's race, Adam Mihal, and to the outside, Carl Adams. Third, Eli Bright. Fourth, Jordan Bell. Rounding out your top five is Jeff Bright. Last race winner, Nat Wagner, starts 8th, and the winner of the target race yesterday, Peyton Beasley, starts 26th. Pace car to pit road. 20 laps around this 2-mile speedway in California to decide the winner. And here we go. Green flag in the air! Oh, there they go. Levi Shones, Nat Wagner, Adam Mihal up on his side. More cars. Peyton Beasley. Caution out. Who gets back in first? Kevin Bandon, last season's winner, last season's champion, will lead them back. A huge wreck. Nat Wagner, one of them, Levi Shones, Adam Mihal, and Colin McGovern. Big wreck on lap 1. Here they are coming down the back, and from the looks of it, Dan Bandon was going to make it 5 wide underneath Jeff Bright. Bright was coming up. No room. Levi Shones and Adam Mihal squeeze together. Mihal gets the wall. They spin in front of traffic. Nat Wagner gets spun. Jordan Bell, Carl Adams. There's where McGovern piles in. There's Peyton Beasley. Look at Mihal up on his side. Ooh, hard hit for John Gilbert. Landon McCray Martin. The 13, John Gambit. Carl Adams still in it. Hoover got some damage. Let's go on board with Nat Wagner here. Won the Daytona 500, the last race. It looks like he probably won't win this one. Peyton Beasley an onboard camera for winning the Auto Club 300 yesterday. That car is going to be out of the race. So back in first was last season's champion Kevin Bandon. We will not see pit stops, and Bandon will get us back to the green flag. Going back around 15 to go, and look at the cars that are out because of this wreck. John Gilbert, Peyton Beasley, Landon McCray Martin, John Gambit, and Colin McGovern. Hoover goes a lap down after repairing damages. So Kevin Bandon leads the race. Behind is Tyler Stevens, then Nate Bell, Chris Dodd, and Jeff Bright, your top 5. Then Eli Bright, Cole Lewis, Dan Bandon, Jay Jefferson, and rounding out your top 10, Jimmy Milton. You can see the cars that have repaired: Adam Mihal, Nat Wagner, Tyler Markle, Jordan Bell, Levi Shones, Carl Adams. They're all at the back of the pack for crash damage repairs. As Nate Bell pulled out of line, gets back up. Don't know what was happening there. Maybe thought maybe he had a vibration and wanted to come down pit road, but his crew left him out there. Maybe. Be interested to see how that unfolds. Here we go. Pace car to pit road. 15 to go. Last season champion Kevin Bandon on point with Hoover to the inside. Green flag in the air again. And Nate Bell did not get a good restart, so maybe it's something bad with that 14 car. And neither did Hoover. Hoover just stacking the field up. Falling back, gonna stay to the bottom, lets everyone go to the middle. Battle for the lead, Tyler Stevens underneath, Kevin Bandon. And Hoover's just holding up that line. Stevens, you have Nate Bell behind him as they come off of 4. Nate Bell looks to the inside, gets underneath. Who's going to lead this lap? It looks like Nate Bell might. Is there a 4 wide behind Eli Bright, Jeff Bright, Jimmy Milton, and Jay Jefferson all 4 wide. Jefferson backs out. Nate Bell has the lead now. Cole Lewis in second. Dan Bandon to third. And looking for second. They are 3 wide for the lead. Bandon is able to stay down there. That's Dan Bandon. Kevin Bandon stuck on the outside trying to find a place in line. And here comes for the lead Jimmy Melton. All the way to the bottom, Jay Jefferson behind. At the line, Dan Bandon might have led that lap. Yes, he did. As they are 3 by 3 by 3 at this front pack. Looks like we're at Daytona. Jay Jefferson to the inside. They are 4 wide. Cole Lewis all the way up top. They're 5 wide. This could. Oh, look out! Look out! I don't like the looks of it. How are they keeping it off of each other? They're gonna be 6 wide if they could. Kevin Bandon, Nate Bell made some contact. Look at them! Oh, there they go! Jimmy Melton, Jay Jefferson around. Jefferson gets clipped. Anyone else into it? Jefferson spins to the inside. No more contact, caution out. 3 cars get to the wall. Who leads them back? Chris Dodd did. Alright, let's see what happened. A smaller incident here leads to trouble. We saw this unfolding in turns 1 and 2. It did not work. As you can see, Jay Jefferson just gets clipped by Jimmy Melton. They go hard into the wall. Nate Bell got a ton of damage. Look at him slam the outside wall. Bandon misses it, but Cole Deaver can't. And those 4 cars were in it. Luckily, no others. Let's go on board with Dan Bandon here. He has an onboard camera. He just missed that 14 Nate Bell coming back across the track. Wow. Dan Bandon, that was an impressive drive through that wreck. Chris Dodd led them back to the line. We will see some pit stops, it looks like. Some come in, some stay out. I think if you pit from now, you can make it. As long as the caution laps don't affect anything. It looks like Eli Bright on pit road. We'll see how this pit stop unfolds. Is Eli? Yes, Eli's on pit road, leaving. Trying to see what these guys are getting. 2 tires for that 2. That might be all they get. Yes, 2 right side tires. Eli Bright out first, but a ton of cars stay out. Some of them pitted for crash damage back on that first caution. Gang set to go back green with 8 to go. Surprisingly, no cars out, and Hoover's still the only car lap down. So Chris Dodd leading Derek Bouchard, Michael Gregory, Kevin Bandon, and JT Hanley. That's your top 5. Then Nate Bell with a ton of damage. And 6th, Eric Wills 7th. 8th is TJ Hanley. 9th is Gabriel Wanderley. And rounding out your top 10, J. McFarland 2. Then you've got Gamer Dude, Jordan Bell, Carl Adams. Those top 13 stayed out. Eli Bright first off pit road, 2 tires in 14th. 15th, Grace Acevedo. Then Cole Goodrich, Dan Bandon, Cole Lewis, Jeff Bright, and Tyler Stevens, your top 20. So the top 13 stay out. Some with crash damage. They will fall back through the field, undoubtedly. 8 to go, we get the green. The top 13 will have to pit again. Questionable on back if they will have to pit or not. Did those caution laps help those guys safe enough to make it to halfway? And will they have to pit again because we will not get any more cautions maybe? Pace car in. Chris Dodd leads Derek Bouchard to the green flag. Green flag back in the air. Yeah, watch them coming down with that 4. That 4 probably awfully slow with that damage. And for the lead already, Derek Bouchard. Kevin Bandon going for 3rd. Bouchard out in front. Bandon, Kevin Bandon, that is to 2nd. Here we go. Cars pitting. Some are going to stay out. Chris Dodd stays out. Michael Gregory, JT Hanley, and a big crowd behind them. And look at these guys had to slow because of those cars pitting. And look who comes away. Dan Bandon, caution out, though. Maybe that's why they were slowing. Why is the caution out? Oh, huge wreck. They were probably trying to get onto pit road. Were these guys on pit road when the caution came out? Who's the leader? I think Chris Dodd stayed out and will be your leader. I feel like those top 5 will probably pit, and on back will stay out. Or not. We'll see. We'll actually see the pit stops first, and then we'll get you to the replay of the incident. And I'm wanting to know, did those guys get onto pit road before that caution came out? Yeah, so those top 5 will pit. Or the top 4 pit. Cole Goodrich stays out. Dan Bandon. I was in the middle saying Sam Jones got way out of that pack. So did Joe Sandrovich, Eli Bright, Jeff Bright. Let's see what happened. Nat Wagner, it looked like a terrible wreck. Here's what happened. So these guys slowing up trying to get to pit road, and up ahead they spin. Who is it? Looks like the 83 gets spun trying to get to pit road. Eric Willis. He goes up, knocks the fence down. Grace Acevia nowhere to go. Neither does Cole Lewis, has nowhere to go. But this is the worst part of this wreck. Nat Wagner coming in there all by himself. He's trying to get low. He doesn't know where the car's going to go. And Eric Willis right there. He hits that hard. Now watch this. Hits the wall hard. Comes off of it. Jay Jefferson. Nowhere to go. Nat Wagner comes off the wall. Hits Nat. Nat flips a few times. Down the banking. Back on all fours. Alright, now, I don't think these guys were on pit road before that caution ever came out. Let's watch the pace car, and let's see where that first car is. And that caution out there. These guys were not even close to pit road. Alright, so your race leader gonna be, from the looks of it, Cole Goodrich. It'll be 3 to go when we get the green. Cars out because of that incident. Eric Willis, Nat Wagner, Jay Jefferson, Cole Lewis, and Grayson Acevedo. Hoover's still 1 lap down. And from the looks of it, if you won the race last week, you did not do good. Joe Sandrovich won the Hershey Kisses 300 in the Target Series and ended up crashing out. Nat Wagner won the Daytona 500 and ended up crashing out. So Cole Goodrich will lead Dan Bandon, Sam Jones, Joe Sandrovich, and Eli Bright, your top 5 on this restart, along with Jeff Bright, Eric Hayden, Tyler Stevens, Tommy Turbo, and Ron Arnn. That's your top 10 on this restart. This is going to be pivotal. 3 to go when we get the green. Let's see who has the fast lap of the race. It is Michael Gregory, just under 35 seconds, over a tenth faster than the rest of the field. So these guys, I think, can make it on fuel. I don't know about Cole Goodrich. I don't think he came down pit road. I'm trying to remember if he did. I think he might have come down pit road with the rest of these guys. We'll have to see here, though. 3 to go when we get the green. Cole Goodrich, Dan Bandon, the front 2. Green flag! Sam Jones did not get a good restart there. That's going to hurt him a little bit. As Eli Bright's going to jump to the inside. Here comes Bandon! Dan Bandon looking for the lead underneath Cole Goodrich, and Eli Bright moves to 3rd. Might be going for 2nd underneath Goodrich. You want to get to the lead in case a caution comes out with the way they're racing in the back. Oh, there they go! Cole Deaver round. The 48 slams the wall. This could be the race. Dan Bandon out in front. Eli Bright for 2nd. It's all happening behind your leader. Off of the corner, Dan Bandon is going to win the race. Bandon in the 18 holds on. 2 to go. He gets the caution. Eli Bright comes across the line in 2nd with Cole Goodrich in 3rd. Jeff Bright 4th. 5th was Eric Hayden. 6th. I'm trying to look. 6th was Sam Jones. 7th was Joe Sandrovich. And 8th was Tyler Stevens. 9th was Ron Arnn. 10th was Tommy Turbo. We were talking about how you wanted to get up front in case a wreck happened. Cole Deaver went around on the backstretch. The 48, Jordan Bell nailed the wall. NASCAR trying to keep the race green. Are they pitting? No, they can't be pitting. These guys are questionable on fuel still. Oh my goodness, some are pitting. White flag this time. Eric Heiding, Sam Jones, Joe Sandrovich coming down pit road. Along with Mihal. Who was that, the 30? Madeline Beasley. Levi Shones. And Hoover, who was a lap down. Oh no, white flag is out. Let's stay with you to see if these guys coast around on fuel. As those guys questionable on fuel, I'm sure these guys are probably sweating now. Did they save enough? And this caution helps. Dan Bandon finished second. Or not second in the Daytona. 26th, I think it was, in the Daytona 500. Had a bad day. Eli Bright wrecked in the Daytona 500. Had a bad day. These two are now 1-2 at the white flag. Still under power. Off of 2. Dan Bandon missed that one wreck, the smaller incident. He missed about 3 cars in that wreck, all bouncing off the wall. And that's what's going to lead him to victory. If he can coast around through 2 more corners. The car's still at a constant 65, 66. He's pulling up to the back of the... I think he shut the car off, and now he's pulling back up to the pace car. He's going to make it. Dan Bandon. Off of 4. The fuel is going to last. He positions himself well. Eli Bright will come a close second. Off of 4. Dan Bandon will win here at Auto Club in the Auto Club 400 at 65 miles an hour. He wins. Eli Bright second. Cole Goodrich in third. Good day for those 3. Here's the rest of the field coming across. And let's see that wreck, that last lap incident. What we thought was a smaller incident was actually a very big incident. Cole Deaver was slower because of some crash damage he had earlier, and he's trying to get out of people's way. It's going to come up in front of the time of Gabriel Wanderley. Wanderley has no part of that. Spins. Kevin Bandon going to hit and then goes down into Jordan Bell. Bell hits the wall and comes down into Bandon, spins him into Nate Bell. And then Carl Adams also in it along with JT Hanley. These guys spin. They're still spinning. Like, this was a bigger wreck. Now let's see if Bandon... Bandon looks like he's going to hit the wall with the back end. Yeah, rear end hits the wall. I think Nate Bell kept it out of the wall. If he did, that was a pretty great drive by that 14. Let's see. Spinning. Keeps it off. He just touched it at the end. But I'm still going to give him credit. He missed that pretty well. Kevin Bandon has an onboard. This will be the only onboard of this wreck for winning last year's championship. Yep. Alright, let's go to those finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the All Club 400. All Club, there were 4 cars for flags for 14 laps. 5 lead changes among 5 different drivers. Dan Bandon took home the win. Eli Bright finishing second. Cole Goodrich in third. Jeff Bright finishing fourth, and fifth was Tyler Stevens. Then Ron Arnn in sixth. Tommy Turbo seventh. Eighth was Zachary Fitzwater. Ninth was Derek Bouchard. And rounding out your top 10 was Tyler Markle. So there's your top 20. The most laps led goes to Chris Dodd. Led 6 laps. And some guys actually pitted because they were short on fuel. They pitted coming to the white flag. Those included Joe Sandrovich, who finished 26th, Levi Shones, who finished 27th, and Adam Mihal, who started from the pole, finished 28th. Disappointing days for those guys, especially since Joe Sandrovich was actually up inside the top 10. He was running about 7th when he pitted. And not many cars are actually out of this race. 29 still finished the race. Alright, let's go to those point standings. Here are the point standings after 2 races. And up top, Tyler Stevens, with Kevin Bandon still in second, then Jeff Bright. And moving up to 4th was Zachary Fitzwater, then Chris Dodd, Dan Bandon, J-Mac Fan 2, Tommy Turbo, Gamer Dude. We haven't said much about him. He's been quiet. And then Levi Shones rounds out your top 10. So there's your top 20 in points. And the only person to finish top 5 in both races is, again, your points leader, Tyler Stevens, in that 2 car. Alright, so the next race will be the Home Depot 400 at Las Vegas. See you guys then.